one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been trained.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And across the ring from him, Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Wow, someone's been really generous. They've given away a lot of weight.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a privilege and an honor to be here. You know what? I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Good luck.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter punching. Right punch. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather.
Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Here we go for round two. On display here is incredible. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye. They're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. What we are seeing. Nice job by him to block that jab. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
No, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up to it. Body and head, be smart, change your angle, go out there and finish it. He's ready.
So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. This multi-time heavyweight champion of the world fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
Looks like we're ready to go here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
Good luck.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
the joy you bring. Yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back. Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Regrets, oh, I have a few. Yeah. I tried to change what I cannot undo. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? 'Cause I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more?
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you.
The Bronze Bomber, fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the former heavyweight champion of the world.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of
expectations. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Hands with the right counter. Nice punch. Through the hook, didn't land. Fantastic punch. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
He just misses with that jab. He missed with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Here's the bell to start round two. Fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality. This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. He blocks the right hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. It's bombs away. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Both men step back for just a moment. Men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
He parries away that left hook.
Neither man really defending themselves. The scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell for round three. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drums, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Exchange here from both men.
Nice punch.
Left punch.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play power and play cool.
neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Hold everything! There it is! A game-changing shot! Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent and think this is too easy, if they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back at it in round 4. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Well, he's showing us he's got an iron chin, but at what cost? He's got to think about his future. Thought we were going to see. It looks like he's going for the finish here. His opponent with his guard up. This guy certainly has a huge chin. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. They're giving us a high-tempo show. He blocks the hook. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both men step back for just a moment. And he misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Time for the 5th round. Oh, what a punch! This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Got out of the way, that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one. And he just missed with that left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Jump up. Body and head. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish it. And you're ready.
Here we go in the 6th round. About punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He fails to score with that left hook. He just misses with that big right hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't put the jab and don't get carried away. Don't start with him and then what you...
Raise the bell to start round 7. To land the left hook, but was not successful. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
He misses with that jab. Going back to life now, starting to land some punches. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? What a punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Only catching air with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round 8. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And parries that left jab away. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell for round 9. That hook won't score. That jab misses. We both knows who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Another scoring shot there. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
We've made it to round 10. Both men step back for just a moment. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. How did they not go down? He blocks that jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left hook missed. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and that's what he's doing here. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Blocks the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You're absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. I love that. I love that. That's dead. So just see it and ride it out. Go out there and finish it. And beautiful. Two body shots in there, right?
And there's the bell for round 11. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That punch landed. Men step back for just a moment. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on, look at now. Every time you see him, take a big deep breath.
And there's the bell to start round 12. When we talk about a fighter having passion, and Deontay Wilder just got clipped, and down goes Wilder.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Both men step back for just a moment. Can't find a home in that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall with 188 centimeter reach. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 170. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
There you have it. It is time to go and cannot wait for this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Hiding out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Todd, a beautiful day, but it's going to be somebody's nightmare and somebody's happy night.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Both men step back for just a moment. Left counterpunch will score. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Good counter right hand again. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice counter shot. Neither man really defending themselves. You don't want to trade shots. He misses with that jab. And he misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a counter left. Beautiful counter shot. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Feel good? Good man. What are you doing?
And there's the bell for round 2. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Beautiful counter punch. Great counter right hand there. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Good counter punching. That's another scoring shot. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
This is not the way. And there it is! The knockdown punch we knew was coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Don't get carried away. Good work, that's it. Breathe, just get yourself back. Good. Oh, we can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Go right back into it.
The bell rings and we start the third. He misses with that jab. It's bombs away. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. No rest for the weary. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there is no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Change your angle. Great work. I love that. I love that. That's step. Great. And beautiful. That's it. Start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Back at it in round 4. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Not a lot of defense here at all. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes just so to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Solid punch. That punch landed. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm